Welcome back to our second edition of Thundernet. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Emma. We've got a packed show this week, so make yourself comfortable, and we hope you enjoy it.
To keep the art of theater alive when large groups can't come together to watch performances in person, Summit's very own theater classes have been creating film shorts. Here is some behind-the-scenes footage and interviews with students and Mrs. Okamoto about the film shorts and how theater has been during the pandemic.
Action.
We're going to die alone! My only chance of finding love is with a botanist.
Actually, I didn't. I didn't get into theater until later, until my junior year of high school. I was planning on going into either literature or the medical field, which is totally different. And I actually had an experience when I was just freshly graduated from high school, and I came back to see my theater teacher in high school.
You're all probably wondering why I'm here. Haley's a perfectly normal name, right? Wrong. It's spelled Hayeleighge. 3 E's! 3!
Yeah, so I love doing theater, just especially because of the community. I don't really see myself going into it as a profession, but I definitely want to always keep it close to me just because you make amazing friends and you just have a lot of good people surround you.
Well, that's what this group is for. Remember, it's a safe place.
Yeah.
Cut.
I definitely love to be an actor when I get out of high school. I'm going to college for just studying arts in general, so directing, acting, all that stuff is stuff that I'm interested in.
We're pretty much totally normal. Just kidding. So obviously it's made theater kind of theater because the whole point of theater is to be able to have a shared experience between the performers and the audience, and to have that happen in the moment. And because we can't gather, that's really difficult. So we've kind of taken this sidestep into film this year so that we can continue building our skills in acting and tech and just kind of apply them to a new medium.
But it definitely has changed it a lot, especially because we normally do just plays, and I usually act in them, but because of COVID, it's reduced some things.
COVID has completely shaken up my acting experience. I've had to do stuff on camera for classes, and that's just stuff that I haven't been used to because I'm so used to being on stage and such, and this has all just been a new experience, and it's pretty exciting, to be honest.
Karen, that must have been really difficult for you. All right, well, that concludes today's meeting of Our Names Aren't Anonymous. Thank you all for being here today. And remember, don't raise your name tags up high. All right, guys, our names aren't anonymous, and neither are we.
Pop culture is a huge part of our generation, and it's been getting us through this pandemic heavily. Zoe highlights some of her favorite parts about pop culture, RuPaul's Drag Race, and our first episode of her web series. So let's go check it out.
I am in my pajamas, but you know what? Who doesn't wear their pajamas on a daily basis at this point? Hello, everybody. My name is Zoe Campbell, and welcome to the show/podcast thing where I talk about whatever I want in terms of pop culture. Today, we're going to be discussing my all-time favorite TV show, RuPaul's Drag Race. It is a reality TV competition show where different drag queens from all over the country compete to be the best drag queen. It's great. I love it. Sorry if this isn't your forte. Today, in regards to RuPaul's Drag Race, we're going to be discussing my favorite entrance looks from the queens. I have a top 5, that's 10, 5 that I've curated. So up first, we have Miss Denali from season 13. I love her so much. The ponytail, the dress, the floofiness, very all figure skatey-esque things. Next up, we have Adore Delano from RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 2. She comes to the workroom in this 90s grungy moment, and the moment I saw this, I was like, oh my god, obsessed. Next up, we have Miss Fame from Season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race. She walks in this spiky purple bodysuit thing. It's very campy. I love it. Is this me ranting? This is just me ranting. Up next, we have Gigi Good from Season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race. She walks into the workroom in this pirate-esque, high fashion moment. It's blue, it's gold, it's so good. This is Violet Chachki's fall runway look. I think this is the best thing I've ever seen on RuPaul's Drag Race. It's so good. You all have probably seen it, and you might have not known what it's from. It's from Drag Race. And just like the reveal and Carson Kressley in the back, like doing his little gasping moment. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next time where I will probably start crying about how much I love Violet Chachki. See you guys later.
Most students at Summit are old enough to drive, but they might not know what they need to keep their cars up and running. Cole goes over what tools you need to keep your car in tip-top shape.
On this week at Car Tips, we're going to talk about all the tools you need to have in your car to stay safe on the road through any travels, during the winter, summer, wherever you want to go on. So the first tool we're going to use is this multimeter. Now with this thing, it's only about $20, but it'll tell you all your electrical connections and the signals and even your battery charge, so that's good to have. Next thing you always want to have is something to bind things together. In this case, we have rope, and then I also have electrical tape. These two are common. You can also have some zip ties. Those will help too with like zipping wires up and getting them out of the way of like exhaust and stuff like that, or anything that breaks off or drags. The next thing, screwdrivers. I just have a standard Phillips, and then I also have a flathead. These are also really good. Those are also essential. And then over here we have pliers. In this case, I have a set of needle nose, and then they also have this little cutter on them, which is also pretty nice. Then over here, we have wire cutters. These also have cutters on them, but they also have crimpers and strippers, and basically everything you need to fuse wires. Then next we have these crescent wrenches. They work with both standard and metric sizes, and you don't really need too many tools. You don't need to have all the sockets or all the open-end wrenches. You can just carry about one or two of these. Last but not least, these will crimp almost anything, and it's good for holding onto something while you pry it. Those are the tools.
Celebrating students' hard work is always valuable, especially nowadays. Cord and Oliver take a look at teachers' boom shacky shoutouts to their students.
Hey, I'm Mr. Besworth here. My boom shacky shout out goes to Athena Ecknyer. She's in my TV broadcasting class, A cohort. Not that there's anything wrong with the B cohort. She's new to TV broadcasting. She didn't get a lot of experience in video one because she was at home, so she didn't get camera, she didn't get software. But she and her partner Giselle took it on, went down to the library, did a great segment with the librarians down there. So I just want to say, hey Athena, I appreciate you.
My boom shacky shout out goes to Nani DePero because he did an excellent job staying on track even when he was not able to come to school for a little bit. He came back and he rocked that last test. So good job, Nani. Way to go.
Hi, this is Miss Fitz, and my boom shacky shout out goes to Russell Stevens. He's in my first period world history class. He has shown up to every single WebEx with his camera on. He even broke his arm and continued to show up to class and try to write all the things all the time. An amazing participant, and I am so happy to be his teacher.
one. Hey everybody, this is Reno. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Summit High School, and I want to do a boom shacky shout out to Miss Kay Duncan. She is someone that is keeping this building clean. She's keeping it safe. She's keeping you safe. She's keeping me safe. I'm telling you, we're in very good hands when we know that she's watching out for everybody, moving all these desks. Her crew is top of the notch. They are the best. They are the top of the toppermost. They are the best in the West. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on a single show.
Stay tuned for next week's show. Have a great weekend. And don't forget to stay safe, wash your hands, and an apple a day keeps the doctor away.